Good morning. I am the Moon Mama. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is the day governed by Mercury. Mercury is currently over in Leo, in the last degrees of Leo, and so we have had a lot of energy as Mercury has been in retrograde and all of that for the last several weeks, several weeks, and out of the retrograde shadow, and now back into its regular routine and moving out of Leo and going over into Virgo. Mercury is the planet that governs our mind, our thinking, how we create our realities. Like it's really important for us to understand that our thoughts are what creates everything, so if you think about it, if you start to think I feel bad, then you'll start to feel something in your body, or you'll start to withhold your energy, and then that will create an experience out in your reality. If you think that someone is doing something to you, you're going to respond to them in a way that's defensive. Everything starts in the mind. Everything is a thought first and foremost. Even our pain, even our illness is something that really begins in the mind. Not something that it begins in the mind. um, and so Mercury, your understanding of Mercury in your chart is very significant so that you can really begin to see how it should work, and then how it is working and how you can redirect it. Because what I'm teaching with the work that I teach with the moon is really just about reprogramming ourselves. It's reprogramming ourselves out of the conditioning that we were born into in this Western European culture that is very much out of alignment with anything that is natural or cyclical or in service to well-being. It really is. We live in a culture, we were born, like I like to say, I was born in the belly of the beast in Watts, and under the conditions of oppression and worthlessness, and like all of that was a part of, for many of us, a part of our regular daily lives to certain extremes. And when you think about what's really truthfully natural for us, we don't eat foods that are aligned with our health and well-being. Our country is completely coming undone. So the thing that what's important for us to do, because we're alive, we have whole lives to live. And so what we have to do is reprogram ourselves so that we can begin to think in new ways to create new realities. And right now, most of us are just very much in reaction to what is happening, or to what doesn't feel good anymore, or things coming undone, or things not working. And it's because we're living through really shifting, changing energy cosmically that we need to respond to. And how the first and foremost, we have to see how it hasn't worked, like what isn't working, so that we can reprogram ourselves. Our minds, like I said, our minds governed by Mercury create our realities. So it means going in and transforming the mind, transforming your thoughts, transforming your belief systems. There's been this quote going around lately that I've been saying, you don't get what you want, you get what you believe. And the way to really understand what you believe is by looking in your life and seeing what's there, and then discovering what belief system created that. And that is the work that I do with the moon work, to really be able to go back and see, through every area of your life, because the moon every month is in a new house, it's in a new sign, and those are new energies that cover 360 degrees of our consciousness. So if you follow the moon every month, the new and full moon every month, you will reprogram yourself, because that is the journey and the process of the work with the moon, to see yourself more clearly, and then to redirect the energies, that have been working in your life or plaguing your life in new directions. So for instance, this new moon is going to be in Virgo. And Virgo is our access to feminine energy, because Virgo is where the feminine comes to earth. She governs healing. She governs health and well-being. She governs your daily activities, what you're doing on a daily basis. She governs She governs your ability to be of service to yourself and to others. And her desire is to perfect you. And so that energy is within you. And when we come into where the sun and the moon are going to be, these energies are higher and more available to us to be activated for the purpose that they serve. So, with that, the moon is in Leo today. And Leo is this opportunity to become really playful, like really moving into the creative self expression that is in your heart. Leo is the energy of the heart. And we are in the balsamic time of the moon, which is when our psyches are receptive, planting, taking in energy, taking in ideas, where we're more influential, or we're more influenced, not more influential, where we have greater access to being influenced. So the things that you're thinking about now, the things that you're desiring, this is the time that you want to plant those things in your psyche, because they're going to take root. So one of the things that I do, because my energy is about being of service to others and I understand my chart, one of the things that's good for me is being of service to other people. It's almost selfish, right? And so I spend time dreaming about the people in my life having the things that they desire, having their hearts fulfilled, having their dreams come true, having their just having their desires fulfilled. And I do that because I understand my chart and I know that that is good for me. My energy functions well when I am in service to others. So that's why I do the work that I do. That's why I spend time understanding how to cultivate energy and also understanding how to serve others, because that is how I function. So I need to do what I do well so that other people can be happy, and then that makes the environment better in every way. It makes their families better. It makes their children healthier and happier. It just changes everything. So the more I can hold space for others, I'm actually holding space for myself, and that is fun for me and joyful for me and makes me happy. So this is why you got to understand who you are, right? Like who you are, how you're made, how to use these energies, and how to come out of those old ways of being that we have been indoctrinated in and conditioned in this Western culture, as we're watching it totally come undone. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because we're going to come more into our understanding of who we are and our gifts and our opportunities to be of service to one another, to be able to create lives that really feel fulfilling, because that's what we really want. Many of us have been pursuing things that the culture says is necessary, and we get the things and we feel trapped and we feel unfulfilled and we feel like I did all this work for this and this isn't it, because it's not it. That's not it. You've got to learn who you are and how you really function, and then begin to align yourself to that so that you can actually experience the peace and joy that you absolutely are deserving of. I was reading someone's chart the other day, Libra in the 8th house, and Libra is a sign that's totally functions in beauty and appearances and things looking good, but the 8th house is about the deep, dark, swampy, sexual intensity. And this person has such a duplicitous experience in their personality because they aren't able to make peace with those dualities inside of them, so that they can see how they really function and what they really need. So they have this thing that's oppositional inside of them. But when I was able to talk to them about it by looking at their chart, they got it. And all of a sudden, I know they're going to have an entirely different experience. A 50-something-year-old person has been struggling with that all of their lives. And just understanding that chart helped them go, oh. So let's reprogram ourselves. Let's get clear about who we are so we can get free and begin to live lives worthy of the power that we really embody. So that is it. I am the Moon Mama. You can get a reading. You can check my LinkedIn. And I'm here to support you in any way that I can. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye-bye.